Yo, what's up guys? My name is AFC Adina and welcome to another PvP video. This time against Loving Q. Bringing my bad boy Credant again, Snorlax and Pelicent. But I'm really afraid of his Breloom, guys. Anyway, I really want to lead off with Credant. If he leads Scizor or Mamoswine, then I can get off a lot of damage. If he leads Magnezone, I can bring in my Pelicent. So let's see. He actually goes into his Garchomp. Looking at his team though, this could be the Stealth Rocker. Mamoswine can also still be the Stealth Rocker, but I believe I live a Life Orb Earthquake, and if I get rid of this Garchomp, that could be nice for me. So I really want to click Crab Hammer now. He does go for the Stealth Rocks, and let's see. 87 Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin. Okay, that's a defensive jump. Still did a lot though. Anyway, I can bring in my own Pelicent here and set up the rocks. Would not be bad. As he goes for Earthquake, that did pretty much nothing. I'm going for... I think I'll just go for the Shore Up as he goes for Toxic. I don't think this thing has Fire Blast because he has a Magnezone. But it's most likely Toxic and Dragon Tail. So I'll get up my rocks there, and he can basically not stop me. I want to keep the Pelicent alive in case his Starmie turns out to be Rapid Spin. He goes for Earthquake now. It's okay. I get up my rocks here. And this poison is really starting to rack up. I could bring in my Zapdos. My Zapdos runs quite some speed. So I can bring Zapdos in on the Earthquake and knock it out with HP Ice. As he actually goes for Iron Head. Okay. I was trying to flinch me there. I see. I'll just click HP Ice. Should not get... He's actually faster. This is a defensive jump, guys. He has a Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin, and so he's running a lot of speed on his Garchomp. It's most likely Jolly as well. That's annoying though, because poisoning my Zapdos is really big for him. Now he brings in his Mamoswine. I mean, Scizor is obvious, but I'll still make the play. If he doubles into Magnezone, I still live Hidden Power Fire. He actually goes for Earthquake, and yeah, he will knock me out with the second one. At this point, I'll just click Bullet Punch. If he does bring in his Magnezone, so be it. I don't want a U-turn, and while he stays in an Earthquakes. Because he knows he lives one Bullet Punch. Yeah, he stayed in. So I do get the Bullet Punch damage off as he goes for the Earthquake. And he has one more attack because on the next Life Orb recoil hit, he will die. I just have to decide how I want to play this. Because I can bring in my T-Tar and knock it out. But if I bring in T-Tar, I will reveal my Choice Scarf. And I want to keep that surprise for the Starmie. So that I can trap the Starmie. Snorlax takes too much damage. I really have to go Credant and go for the Aqua Jet. And if I go Credant, the Aqua Jet is obvious. But if I force it out, then he's gonna die to Stealth Rocks. T-Tar or Credant. Let's do the Credant, guys. I really want to keep the surprise on the Starmie, because he doesn't know I'm Scarfed yet. He goes for Ice Shard, and he dies to his own Life Orb recoil. I could have clicked Crab Hammer or Knockoff there, but I didn't want him to click Earthquake, predicting that. Yeah, the Mamoswine, gone. He did kill my Defogger, so I won't be able to remove his rocks. And if this turns out to be his Rapid Spinner, then things can be rough for me. Maybe it's time to bring in my Pelicent and just sack it. Pelicent is not gonna beat Breloom anyway. He actually clicks Surf and takes Life Orb recoil. Okay, at this point, I can bring in a T-Tar, and he doesn't know I'm Scarfed yet. So he might actually stay in Predict Pursuit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Crunch. Because even if he switches, something will still take a lot of damage. And after rocks up, he does stay in, and when I got the Starmie. And that is a potential Rapid Spinner gone. The Scizor could still be the defogger, but it was also a defensive guard jump, so might actually be a Sword Stance Scizor. Anyway, he brings in his Breloom, and yeah, this is really scary. This is really scary. I do have my Zapdos in the bag. So what should I do? If I think it's better to stay in and crunch in case he is Poison Heal, because then I can break the sub afterwards. He stays in. He actually goes for Rock Tomb, and he misses. The miss wasn't too bad, but we don't see the Poison Orb. He could still be Life Orb. We don't know because he missed his attack. But I'm going to sack my Credant here. Goes for a Mach Punch. And he's not Life Orb, so he was most likely Focus Sash. I have to bring in my Zapdos, because if I bring in Snorlax lives on Mach Punch, but he can Spore. And by bringing in Zapdos now, I can knock it out. Like, I really want to click Heat Wave, because it hits everything on his team. But if I click Hidden Power Ice here, and kill the Breloom, then he might think that I don't have Heat Wave. I'm going for HP Ice, because he was most likely going to sack his Breloom anyway. And now there might be a possibility in him bringing in his Scizor and trying to Sword Stance since I'm poisoned. Okay, he does go Magnezone. I was hoping that he would bring in his Scizor, but that's fine. I guess he goes for the Volt Switch here. Let's see, how do we play this? I have to hope that my Zapdos lives Bullet Punch after Stealth Rocks. So what I can do is I kind of have to switch out because this thing is most likely Choice Scarfed. I don't think I live Thunderbolt. I might actually live Volt Switch because my IVs are pretty perfect. If he clicks T-Bolt, I'll die, and there's no point in roosting because I'm poisoned. I think going T-Tar is my play. Yep. Okay, the Sandstorm is gone now, so he is actually going to knock me out with his next Thunderbolt, but I'll get the crunch damage off. And he goes for Thunderbolt, and obviously, yeah, without the Sandstorm, I won't get the special defense boost. But now I get to bring in my Snorlax. And I can curse up here, which means I'll be at +1 defense. He goes hard into Scizor, understandable. But if I get myself to +3, I can do it KO him. And he is a Sword Stance set, okay? Now it's basically +2 versus +2. So I go for one more curse. He goes for Sword Stance, so he's at +4. I'm at +3 defense, which means he's basically at +1 attack. So I should live 2 Bullet Punches, yes. And my Frustration should do, okay, that's a crit, but 87, which means I would have 2-hit KO'd it anyway, because without the crit I would do around 55-60%, and he doesn't have leftover, so this is most likely Iron Plate as well. And my Snorlax does come through, knocking out the Scizor in a 1v1. That's why that extra curse turn was really important, because I basically started out with +2 defense against the Scizor before he was able to set up, and now my Snorlax should beat this 1v1. I'm going to rest there because I kind of want to beat him in my sleep. I want to beat this Magnezone in my sleep. Let's see if we can. Iron Jesus, are you on my side? Sleep Dog. Cursing. Oh no. Snorlax is just cursing in his sleep, saying bad words. Anyway, let's try it again. Come on, come on. Sleep talk. He's cursing again in his sleep. Someone should teach us Snorlax some manners. Anyway, we click frustration now. We dragged it on long enough. We knock out this Magnezone. And that was actually a pretty good game. Snorlax putting in the work. Yo, what's up guys? My name is AFC Adino. And I'm back with a PvP battle. This time bringing my boy Snorlax. And obviously the Pelicent. Excited to use him. I finally finished making it PvP ready. But yeah, in this game I want to lead off with Zapdos. Because his Azumarill is really scary. And his Dragonite is really scary as well. If they can set up, then it will become really rough. But yeah, my opponent decides to lead with his Raikou. I'm just gonna go into Pelicent. That will block the potential Volt Switch. And I'm also not afraid of taking the HPIs. But he goes for the Volt Switch there, which means I'll get up my rocks here. And yeah, those Stealth Rocks are going to do a lot for me. It will pressure the Dragonite, because I really want to get rid of the multi-skill. Obviously, Azumarill also takes damage every time it comes in. But I don't think this Raikou should stay in, because Hidden Power Rise won't do much to me, and he should not take a potential Earth Power. He's really thinking hard right there. He's most likely bringing in his Scizor. That's the safest play, because a Toxic could be coming here as well. Maybe he's looking up the moveset of Pelicent. But yeah, he could also go hard at Azumarill, and if that thing is banded, then it will be really rough to switch in. Let's see. Let's go into Scizor. And I end up getting up my rocks. At this point, this might be his Defogger. Most likely is his Defogger. I'm just gonna Earth Power as he actually U-turns. And that U-turn doesn't do a lot, so this is definitely a defensive Scizor. But him U-turning means that he didn't go for the Defog, so I get to keep up my rocks, which is really nice. And his Earth Power can actually be really good right now. His team doesn't take it too well, and if he goes Dragonite, then Dragonite takes the Stealth Rocks damage. So curious to see what kind of play he wants to make. I guess he could go into Slowbro and then scare me out, because I obviously don't want to stay in with Pelicent right there. Okay, he does end up going into Slowbro, and he takes rocks damage, and let's see how much this Earth Power does. That's actually quite some damage, so 35%. And I'm just going into my Scizor. Don't want to take a Toxic. Also, rather not take a Scald. And let's see. He actually makes a switch into his Garchomp. Really, really nice play. He will most likely set up his rocks, but even knowing that, there's no point in U-turning here, because I will lose 30% of my health. And I don't want to take that on Scizor, so I'm just gonna go into Pelicent here. As he goes into Garchomp now. I really want to click Toxic, but I think Earth Power is better in case he goes into his own Scizor. And since he just got up his own rocks, if he goes into his Scizor, his Defog will help me as well if he goes for the Defog. His Earth Power does 25%, which is not bad. Let's see. Could make a big play here. Not sure if he wants to roost, because if he wants to roost here, then I can get off a lot of damage. Okay, he does go for a roost, and I get him a Credant. And honestly, I just want to click Crap Hammer. I really want to click Crap Hammer, even though he has a Slowbro. He might actually stay in as well. Oh, he goes into his Garchomp, so this Garchomp will take a shitload of damage. Let's see. Oh, it was a crit. But yeah, the guard jump goes down. I do think the crit mattered. But it really helps me out. Getting rid of this guard jump. His stealth rocker is gone now. So if I do get off the defog, that means he won't be able to get up his rocks again. And I still have my scissor healthy. I guess my scissor can defog on his own scissor. And on his slow bro. The threats now are still alive. He still has his Azumarill. If he does go Azumarill... Oh, okay. If he does go Azumarill, then I'm going to stay in. Because I don't want this thing to belly drum. I'm just gonna stay in with Crap Hammer. Now it's 55%. We don't see Citrus Berry. He goes for Play Rough. And that thing is most likely... Oh, it's Life Warped! Okay, that is interesting. Let's see. We're going to Zapdos. Like, I could have gone Scizor as well. But by going Zapdos, I'll just discharge here. By going into Zapdos, I'll get a lot of damage off it if he switches. Because if I go into my own Scizor here, then he could have pivoted into his own Scizor. And now I at least kill this Azumarill or get a lot of damage off on something else. Because it doesn't matter if he goes Raikou here. That's my Palisand. And the Stealth Rocks are still up. So he actually stayed in and he didn't go for Aqua Jet. Which is really good for me because now I get some extra leftovers recovery. And now the Raikou comes in. And I'm just gonna bring in my Palisand. Let's see what he does. Goes for Full Switch again, so works out really well for me. I'm going into Scizor now, expecting his own Scizor. Yes. Okay, he does go Scizor. And now I want to defog those rocks away. No, he actually goes for the defog as well. Because that defog really relieves a lot of pressure from my Zapdos. Now I'm gonna U-turn. And because I'm faster, he gets the momentum, but I'll bring in my Zapdos. It will resist the U-turn. Okay. Then does come off. Let's see what he actually does. If he goes Raikou, then I have Palisand. But he goes into Dragonite now knowing that the Stealth Rocks are gone. So logical play. And what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna discharge in case he has weakness policy. Break the multi-skill. And the only way he can knock me out here is if he's Choice Bandit and clicks Outrage. And if he locks himself into Outrage, I'm just gonna revenge kill it with Tyranitar. So I'm pretty safe going for discharge here. Let's see. Okay, he clicks Outrage, and that is definitely Choice Bandit, which means I knock it out with my Scarf T-Tar here. So I can just click Ice Punch. I know the Scizor is defensive. So knock this out. Really good for me. I have to worry about this thing. His two threats are gone, his Azumarill and his Dragonite. So at this point, I'm not really afraid of this team. Because I know my Snorlax kind of beats this team now. Your Slowbro comes in. And honestly, I can just go hard Snorlax right now. I know his Scizor is the defogger, so it doesn't have Swords Dance, which means my Snorlax can set up on it. Raikou cannot knock me out. Toxic does come out there. That does force me to rest at one point. So what I can do is curse once. As he actually goes hard into Raikou. Maybe it's better to to just click Frustration here. Then I can rest afterwards. Afterwards. Goes for Calm Mind here. 73. Pretty decent damage there. He's most likely going to attack now. I could also go into Palisandre now. And I have my Scarf Teetar still in the back, which can press Crunch. The Thunderbolt does come out there. And let's actually try to poison this. He's Volt Switch and Calm Mind, so he doesn't have sub. It's for HP Ice. And unfortunately I miss, so that is actually really bad. That is really bad. I should have gone Stealth Rocks first then. Yeah, I should have gone Stealth Rocks first, because now I can bring in my Teetar. That is really unfortunate. I should have really clicked Stealth Rocks there. Really big misplay on my part. Yeah, I'll click Crunch. Obviously, if I click Stone Edge, I would 2-hit KO the Scizor, but I might get a defense drop on Scizor. Yeah, if I had those rocks up there, this would have been a 2-hit KO. Could still be a 2-hit KO, depending on the roll. I know I live 1 Bullet Punch. Should I just try it? I'm going to try it. 40. Oh no, he lived with 1%. That is unlucky, and he even crits me on a U-turn. That is really unfortunate. The Scizor is at 1% though. Now Slowbro comes in. And what do I do? I go Snorlax here. The Scizor is not a threat. I'm actually stalling this game. Oh, I'll wait too long. I'm just afraid of the Raikou getting up too many Calm Minds while I'm asleep. He goes for the Scald there. And at this point I am going to click Rest. It's the Poison and Sandstorm. Should I? Yeah, I'm going to click Rest as Raikou does come in. Damn, the Stealth Rocks would have really gone a long way. Well, an irregular Frustration does about 50%. But I'll go Scizor here. That way I get the U-turn damage off. He goes for the Calm Mind. Okay. I can get the U-turn off here. He clicks Volt Switch, he loses his Calm Mind. He cannot go into Scizor, because Scizor will die. Then he has to go Slowbro. Which means I can get off 1 Sleep Talk with Snorlax. Okay, he does go Scizor, so that's a dead Scizor. And I could bring in my Teetar just to summon the Sandstorm to negate the leftovers recovery from Slowbro and from Raikou. Mainly for Raikou. And he's forced to go into his Slowbro now. Not sure why he hasn't surrendered yet though. There's no way he's going to kill my Slowbro. There's my my Snorlax. I was looking at Slowbro. But there's no way he's going to kill my Snorlax. The moment he lost his Azumarill and Dragonite, my Snorlax was became pretty much invincible. He actually brings in his Raikou. That's okay. I can go Scizor again actually and do the same thing. Goes for he actually goes for the hard Volt Switch there. That's fine. I'm going to U-turn here. I'm faster, so he cannot burn my Scizor. I mean, this game is over. It's just we will eventually kill him with Snorlax. Pretty sure. It just takes time. Yeah, rip that badly, Snorlax. I can go for the Sleep Talk now. Burn one sleep turn. Slowbro doesn't touch me. Actually goes Raikou now. If I actually get to click body's frustration, he dies. No, we get the useless rest. Okay. Let's try sleep talking again. We can still knock him out. I actually fault switches. So he wants to poison me again. That's completely fine. We do get the frustration though. Okay. We're cursing here. Not sure if we actually are faster without the defense reduction, speed reduction. We are actually faster. Okay. As he goes for slack off there. And now we are slower, but I can get a one more curse. Goes for toxic. Let's see. I can actually frustration here, predicting the Raikou, but I'll just go for rest and sleep talk my way through. Even if he goes Raikou, Raikou doesn't 3-hit KO me. Unless he gets 3 crits or something. He actually does make the Raikou play. Just imagine if I click frustration there. Maybe I should have. Because if he stayed in with Snorlax, I could have rested afterwards. Maybe for next time to play. But let's sleep talk here. He goes for the Calm Minds now. I get the curse. He still doesn't 2-hit KO me, so I can go for sleep talk. Thunderbolt. And we rest in sleep talk into rest. Now I get to click frustration though. And if he stays in, the Raikou dies. His crit cannot kill me, he cannot paralyze me. So if he wants to keep this thing alive, he has to go Slowbro, but it doesn't matter because then I keep setting up. He gets a crit with Volt Switch. That's interesting. $51. That's pretty good. I'm actually going straight for rest here. Because if he does click toxic, then I nullify the turn. And now I get to click sleep talk again. And also burn one more sleep turn. So if he goes hard Raikou again, then he only has one free turn. Sleep talk into frustration. It doesn't matter anymore. Raikou dies. And now I can set up till +6 with Snorlax against the Slowbro. So the ending took a bit longer. Took a bit longer. But Snorlax did get some screen time here. It's all Snorlax at this point. Goes for Scald. And let's see, we sleep talk into rest. Snorlax really likes to rest. And I'm going to click curse here. Click Scald. Because I'm still asleep, he doesn't burn me. Curse up. And we click frustration just to see the damage as he clicks toxic. 70. Okay. So the next one should do about 85 if I curse up once more. I can curse first if I really want to. He goes for slack off. Now I can click rest. And basically kill him in my sleep. He should have known that he couldn't beat my Snorlax anymore after losing Azumarill and Dragonite. Scald comes off. Yeah, I'm asleep. And I just click sleep talk till I wake up. Let's see how he plays this. There's not much for Slowbro to do anyway. Scald. Sleep talk. Into frustration. 77. Oh, that was actually less than I expected. Yeah, Slowbro is really tanky. But I get to click sleep talk again. And what do we get? Another curse. Okay. So now we should be able to kill this thing from this amount of health. Goes for Scald. Gets a crit. Doesn't do anything because Snorlax is a big boy. And we knock out the Slowbro from 85%. So Snorlax putting in the work. And I hope you guys did enjoy this battle. Yeah, GG, man. GG. GG, bruh. GG, bruh. So, yeah, this battle has been, or this Snorlax has been requested by someone from my Discord channel. I will leave the message or something somewhere up here. If you guys have any requests for certain Pokemon to use, go to my Discord channel, our Discord server, and go to the channel I requested Pokemon, and perhaps I'll make a team around it for you and play it on stream or videos. But that's basically it. I hope you guys did enjoy this battle. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and it's actually showing the sunglasses, and leave a comment down below, boys. But yeah, peace out. I'll see you guys in the next video.